Cole got a couple 5 singles out. I wish I could play them all. I'm gonna have to cut this segment out because they gonna demonetize the video. But it's all good. We riding out on the Shabbat, Shalom. We ain't really tripping about no money anyway. We been making money all week, try but not been working all week, making money all week. Why the hell we be worried about money on the Shabbat? Salute. We bumping that yard code. Matter of fact, man, I might gotta run it again. But that's my jam, y'all. Yard code. Salute the yard code, man. Hey, we got a good show lined up, y'all. We doing a part 2 to the last show, editing history. You know what I'm saying? The last one was editing history of American slavery. But this one is editing history American racism, man. When we look back at that thumbnail, y'all already see where we going with this. On that last show, the thumbnail we had was from a Aztec or a Mayan mural. I forgot where it was of the indigenous Naga being enslaved by other Nagas. So on this one, we're gonna use a codex from the Mexico Teleferro, and we got a Naga hanging, holding the cross. Salute, tribe up. So we finna talk about it. We about to get into it. By the way, I'm Blackjack. Y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you want to support monetarily, we got the Cash App at the top of the screen. Cash.app/$ House of Cons. Tribe up. Salute. Salute everybody in the house. We got Sammy in the house, Uni Big Tree in the house. You know what I'm saying? We got the tribe popping up in already. You know what I'm saying? We about to cook up something good. We got something to talk about. And we're looking at this thumbnail. Like I said, it's from the Mexico Teleferro Codex. It's showing the Naga, you know what I'm saying? They got hung. Got the Naga holding the cross. I put Doing Diverses 1452 on the side, just to lay a foundation to show y'all where we going with this, to show y'all where this headed at, right? And we just looking at it from a third eye point of view, not a bird eye point of view. We ain't got House of Cons, ain't no bird brain ass Nagas over here in the House of Cons. We always looking at it from a third eye point of view. You know what I'm saying? So now we about to see on a deeper look. But before we get into a deeper look, y'all, I got something else I want to start off with on the intro. And people be disrespecting our ancestors, calling us what they want to call us, trying to control us, trying to tell us what they want us to believe. We entitled to our own thought program, our own belief system. You don't have to believe what other people believe. You don't have to be involved with that. You're entitled to looking at the information yourself and coming up with your own belief system. And it's best to take your ancestors' advice before you take that stupid teacher that you learned something from in kindergarten through 12th grade. Before you take any of their advice about your history, you need to ask your ancestors, and you need to draw your own. And then you need to look at the facts yourselves. You need to look at the facts yourself. What's wrong with looking at the facts? Like the fact that an overcrowded boat can't sail. What's wrong with looking at the facts? But listen to your ancestors first. Like Zora Hurston. Hey, I put this in the chat a little earlier. I be trying to show people what I'm on, you know what I'm saying? I try to give people a peek in and respect your ancestors, my Naga. Zora told you how it feels to be colored, me, by Zora Hurston. This is in 1928, my Naga. She got a feather in her hat, my Naga. She got that little green, like she got something up her sleeve. Well, we're gonna read her essay, but right here at the beginning, say I am colored. She could have started right here. I am colored, but I offered nothing in the way of extenuating circumstances, except the fact that I am the only Negro in the United States whose grandfather on the mother's side was not an Indian chief. Now look at the green, like it's a kind of joke. You say, yeah, I'm the only Naga who granddaddy wasn't an Indian chief. She said like all these Nagas granddaddy Indian chiefs. It was basically, so we gonna read her essay first. We gonna start off with that before we get into the meat of the subject, because we talking about editing history and racism, man. You gotta listen to your ancestors. You want to listen to your school teacher and racist people and Pan-Africans trying to tell you where you're supposed to be from, but you need to listen to your ancestors, like Zora Hurston. See, I am colored, but I offer nothing in the way of extenuating circumstances. You know what extenuating means? Like extensive. Nothing in the way of extensive circumstances, extenuating the circumstances. Except, I don't offer nothing except the fact that I am the only Negro in the United States who granddaddy on their mama's side was not an Indian chief. This how she decided to start off, how it feels to be colored me. I remember the very day that I became colored. God damn, man. Hey, man, y'all better respect y'all ancestors, man. That's why I be wanting to chastise Naga sometimes, man. Y'all be disrespecting the ancestors. The ancestors left all kind of clues and hints to who you is, and Nagas ain't really paying attention. We're gonna get into it though. We're gonna read a little bit of her essay, then we're gonna get into the meat of the message today. See, I remember the very day that I became colored. Up to my 13th year, I lived in the little Negro town of Eatonville, Florida. That's right in my neighborhood, y'all. Eatonville, not that far away from Jacksonville. You know, Black Jack lived in Jacksonville, Duval County, Naga. You know what I'm saying? It is exclusively a colored town. Yeah, I know. It's exclusively, strictly for my Nagas. She say it's a stronghold of the Naga. Eatonville, yeah, we know. The only white people I knew that passed through this town going to or coming from Orlando. That's the only white people that was passing through Eatonville. They was either going to or coming from Orlando, and then they got the hell on. They kept going straight. They didn't even stop for gas. When they said, oh, this is Eatonville, they said, you can't stop here. The native whites rode dusty horses. The northern tourists chugged down the sandy village road in automobiles. The town knew the southerners had never stopped cane chewing when they passed. See, my grandma used to chew that sugar cane. I think I told y'all a story before. My grandma used to give me and my sister and my little brother and she'd give us sugar cane. We used to be chewing sugar cane when I was young, y'all. Like I last time I ain't had no sugar cane about a year. It's been about a year since I had a piece of sugar cane. But down south, Nagas chewing sugar cane for real. You know what I'm saying? That's a treat for real for the kids. When I was growing up, it might be a little different now. But the northerners was something else again. They were peered at cautiously from behind curtains by the timid. The more venturesome would come out on the porch to watch them go past. Like, these Nagas ain't never seen. Hey, salute, my Naga, ambush predator house showing up once again. Man, I tried to hit you on WhatsApp, man. I tried to hit you up on the WhatsApp. Hey, I don't know what happened, man. You gotta, hey, ambush predator, you gotta email me, bro, or something, man. Here, I'm gonna put my email in the chat, bro. You gotta email me so I can really contact you. Like, this my legit email right there. Hey, man. Our grandma used to have Nagas chewing that sugar cane when we were kids, man. That shit, man, I'm telling you, this is true. They say the northerners was something else again. They say they were peered at cautiously from behind the curtains by the timid. You Nagas ain't never seen the white. They say the more venturesome would come out of the porch to watch them go past. Cause they ain't stopping Eatonville. They just kept going. And got just as much pleasure out of the tourists as the tourists got out of the village. So these Nagas in the village, I ain't really seen you white people. Ain't none of that. These Nagas peeking out behind the curtain. These Nagas been in America, in Eatonville, Florida forever. In Jacksonville forever. These Nagas been here forever. These Seminoles, descendants of the Seminoles, is all kind of Nagas. Temuco Nagas. These West Indian Nagas. And they be talking this African stuff. Man, you better read some real history, man. The front porch might seem a daring place for the rest of the town, but it was a gallery seat for me. My favorite place was atop the gate post. Proscenium box for a born first nighter. Proscenium box for a born first nighter. Now, she was kind of savvy with the words. Not only did I enjoy the show, but I didn't mind the actors knowing that I liked it. I usually spoke to them in passing. I'd wave at them, and when they returned my salute, I would say something like this: "Howdy do well, I thank you, where you going?" Usually would probably go a piece of the way with them, and we say in farthest Florida. Nah, wait, I skipped something. Usually automobile or the horse paused at this, and after a quick exchange of compliments, I would probably go a piece of the way with them, as we say in the farthest Florida. And one of my family happened to see. This why we talk like this, y'all. Y'all don't. Y'all, I know y'all be liking to pick at Nagas from Florida. How we talk, man. We can't help this, John, man. Y'all gotta see what our ancestors was on, man. I mean, like I be listening to people like Kodak Black and people like just people from Florida in general. And a lot of people they be saying we country and all that. I mean, like Nagas can't really help how they were raised, y'all. And one of my family happened to come to the front in time to see me. Of course, negotiation would be rudely broken out. But even so, it is clear that I was the first welcome to our state, Floridian. And I hope the Miami Chamber of Commerce will please take notice. You just sent me okay, yeah, I got it. I just seen the alert come up. I'm gonna check it out after the show so we can link up, bro. And I can send you something, my naga. This ambush predator be supporting in a major way, my naga. I say, my naga, I need more support from some other people, man. You know what I'm saying? Ambush Predator tribe, you know what I'm saying? It's a couple people that's always supporting my naga, same people. But can we get some support from some new people? We trying to grow the show. We trying to always bring y'all some new information. We in the YouTube streets over in the House of Cons. We got our eyes open, third eye open. We be watching other content creators. We be watching what they doing. So when we drop our stuff, it's new. We try to make sure we don't do nothing nobody else ain't did. We ain't with all that copycatting and stuff. That's goofy. That's lame. We trying to keep the wave moving. We trying to keep the frequency going. If y'all like the consistent content, man, I got sources out the Yahoo, y'all. I mean, I can hold. I be pausing up. I be holding up the source sometimes, just chilling. I might talk about some other stuff, but don't think it ain't back to business, my naga. Y'all support the house. We got the cash up at the top of the screen, cash.app/$House of Cons. If you learning something new, if you gaining something, share it to your family, my naga. Support the house. It don't matter if it's $1 or $2. It don't matter if it's while we live or after the show. If you gain something from the show, support the house. Hey, Bronze Flat Power God in the house. Tribe Buck salute. Hey, during this period, white people different from color to me, only in that they rode through town and never lived there. Man, y'all see, I'm telling y'all this Florida stuff, like, they ain't never lived here. They just rolled through town. Florida ain't become a country. I mean, Florida ain't become officially a part of the U.S. to 1821. My kinfolk been here longer than that, man. They been here before these white folks came here, man. They only rolled through town. They ain't never lived here. Let me stop screaming, y'all. Y'all gotta remember, y'all remember I'm a coach now, y'all. I be screaming sometimes. I got Tourette syndrome. I got toxic masculinity. They like to hear me speak pieces. Yeah, they want to hear Naga speak and sing and wanted to see me dance. The Parsmala. Anybody know what the Parsmala is? The Parse Mela. And gave me generously of their small silver for doing these things. With seeing, hey, remember that book we were reading about the Nagas dancing, and they was peeking and watching the little Nagas dance, and the white lady, she didn't want to get caught peeking because she thought they were gonna start dancing, but the Nagas kept on dancing. That's the name of the live stream. They kept on dancing. Hey, check that one out. Hey, they wanted to see me dance the Parsmala and gave me generously silver for doing it, which seemed strange to me. I wanted to do him so much. See, you Nagas always giving the talent away for free. You Nagas always giving the talent away for free, man. Stop giving the talent away. They know your talent worth something. Stop giving your talent up for free, my Naga. That's how I gotta catch myself sometime, man. She say we seem strange to me. I just wanted to give. She just had love. I just had love for it. I just wanted to do it. So much that I needed bring to a stop. Only they didn't know it. She's like, they ain't even know I just wanted to do it. She said, I would have paid them to do it. The colored people gave no dimes. See, you Nagas, man. See, you Nagas, man. You know I see. The colored Nagas gave no dimes, y'all. Come on, man. In 1928, Ambush Predator was the only Naga. Great granddaddy Ambush was the only Naga giving up a dime in 1928. Zora Hurston complaining. She had to write in her essay. Look at this. Y'all be supporting the Baphomet, but y'all don't support the con. Hey, they deployed any joyful tendencies in me, but I was there, Zora, nevertheless. Zora, my Naga. Hey, my granddad. I mean, not my granddad. My grandma on my mama's side, my mother's mother, my maternal grandmother, her name Vandora. I was like, if I ever have a daughter, I'm gonna name her Vandora in honor of my ancestors, my nigga. Vandora, something like Zora Neale. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, I belong to them, to the nearby hotels, to the country. Everybody's Zora. But changes came in the family when I was 13 and I was sent to school in Jacksonville. Oh, she came to school in Duval, y'all. Did you know? Did you know Zora Neale Hurston went to school right around the corner from Blackjack? That's why she's so smart. Zora Neale Hurston went to school in Duval County, in Jacksonville, Florida, Monaga. Well, it wasn't how to know white people either back then. I left Eatonville, the town of the Oleanders. Orlando. A Zora. She said she left for Zora, and when I disembarked from the riverboat to Jacksonville, hey, she went down to St. John's River. I've been in my boat, y'all. I'm gonna do a river. I'm gonna take like a week or 2 hour work, and I'm gonna go on a river cruise from Jacksonville. I'm gonna get on the St. John's River, and I'm gonna just ride my boat. And I'm gonna drift some. I'm gonna fire out the motor sometime, and I'm gonna drift like down to Palatka. I'm gonna go through St. Augustine, or I might ride the tide the other way and go up towards Georgia. But I was gonna document it, put it on YouTube, live stream, whatever. I'm about that life. She said, I love Jack's eat. I'm gonna do some camping trips and all, my nigga. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm about this wild, my nigga. I don't need these folks. I left Eatonville, the town of the Oleander. Zora, she said, when I disembarked from the riverboat at Jacksonville, she was no more. It seemed that I had suffered a sea change. I was not Zora of Orange County anymore. I was now a little colored girl. Yeah, racism in Jacksonville, huh? See, I found it out in certain ways. In my heart, I as well, in my heart as well as in the mirror, I became a fast brown warranted not to rub nor run. While I am not tragically colored, there is no great sorrow dammed up in my soul, nor lurking behind my eyes. I do not mind at all. I do not belong to the sobbing school of Negrohood, who hold that nature somehow has given them a low down dirty deal, and whose feelings are all but about it. She said, who's damn. Let me slow down and read. Let me blow it up so I can see what I'm reading. She said, I do not mind at all. I do not belong to the sobbing school of Negrohood, who hold that nature somehow has given them a low down dirty deal, and whose feelings are all but about it. All but about it. Say niggas all but about it. Niggas feel like they done gave the dirty. Why, Lord? Why we getting done like this then niggas celebrating Christmas? She don't feel sorry. She ain't no low down sobbing Negrohood, just like Blackjack. Zora Neale Hurston ain't feel sorry. She watching all these niggas celebrating Christmas and doing dumb shit, and then niggas complaining about their situation. Ain't no sympathy. Even in the helter-skelter skirmish that is my life, I have seen that the world is to the strong regardless of a little pigmentation, more or less. No, I do not weep at the world. I am too busy sharpening my oyster knife. She sharpening her oyster knife, my niggas. Just like a Tamuqua, my nigga. Just like a indigenous Tamuqua, my nigga. She sharpening her oyster knife, my nigga. That's why I always connect these dots, because I know what I'm talking about. And all these niggas be trying to come at me talking about Africanness and Africanness in my comment section and stuff. Now I gotta delete these niggas so they don't know what they talking about. Ain't studied nothing. And trying to check me, you better check yourself, homie. Someone is always at my elbow reminding me that I am the granddaughter of slaves. Yeah, I can imagine. It fails to register depression with me. She say it fails to register depression. Slavery is 60 years in the past. Just say she's speaking when slavery was only 60 years in the past, my nigga. Hey, salute to Charles Johnson in the house. Y'all forgive my emotions sometime. Forgive my passion sometime, my nigga. I don't mean to frighten nobody. I don't want to scare nobody up. The operation was successful and the patient is doing well, thank you. The terrible struggle that made me an American out of a potential slave said, on the line. The reconstruction said, get set. And the generation before said, go. I am off to a flying start and I must not halt in the stretch to look behind and weep. She said, slavery is the price I paid for civilization and the choice was not with me. It is a bully adventure and worth all that I have paid through my ancestors for it. No one on earth ever had a greater chance for glory. The world to be won and nothing to be lost. It is thrilling to know that for any act of mine, I should get twice as much praise or twice as much blame. It is quite exciting to hold the center of the national stage, with the spectators not knowing whether to laugh or to weep. The position of my white neighbor is much more difficult. No brown specter pulls up a chair beside me when I sit down to eat. No dark ghost thrusts its leg against mine in bed. The game of keeping what one has is never so exciting as the game of getting. I do not always feel color. Even now, I often achieve the unconscious Zora of Eatonville before the Higuera. I feel most color when I am thrown against a sharp white background. For instance, at Baymard, beside the water of the Hudson, I feel my race among the 1,000 white persons. I am a dark rock surged upon the overswept, but through it all I remain myself. When covered by the waters, I am, and the ebb but reveals me again. The ebb and flow reveals me again, my naga. So still I rise, my naga. Sometimes it is the other way around. A white person is set down in our midst, but the contrast is just as sharp for me. For instance, when I sit in the drafty basement that is the New World Cabaret with a white person, my color comes. We enter chatting about any little nothing that we have in common and are seated by the jazz waiters. In the abrupt way the jazz orchestras have, this one plunges into a number. It loses no time in circumlocutions, but gets right down to business. It constricts the throats and splits the heart with its tempo and narcotic harmonies. The orchestra grows rambunctious, roars on its hind legs, and attacks the tonal veil with primitive fury, rending it, clawing it, until it breaks through the jungle beyond. I follow those heathen, follow them exultingly. I dance wildly inside myself. I yell within, I whoop, I shake my assegai above my head. Assegai. I gotta look that one up, y'all. I hurl it true to the mark. Yow. I am in the jungle and living in the jungle way. My face is painted red and yellow, and my body is painted blue. My pulse is throbbing like a war drum. I want to slaughter something, give pain, give death to what? I don't know, but the piece ends. The men of the orchestra wipe their lips and rest their fingers. I creep back slowly to the veneer we call civilization with the last tone and find the white friend sitting motionless in his seat, smoking calmly. Good music they have here, he remarks, drumming the table with his fingertips. They was in that Kodak Black, y'all. Music. The great blobs of purple and red emotion have not touched him. He has only heard what I felt. He is far away and I see him but dimly across the ocean and the continent that have fallen between us. He is so pale with his whiteness then, and I am so colored. He done came to the Naga party. You know what I'm saying? He the only white bread in there. At certain times, I have no race. I am me. When I set my hat at a certain angle and saunter down 7th Avenue, Harlem City, feeling that snooty ass lines in front of the 42nd Street Library, for instance. So far as my feelings are concerned, Peggy Hopkins Joyce on the Boulay, Michigan, with her gorgeous raiment, stately carriage, knees knocking together in a most aristocratic manner, has nothing on me. The cosmic Zora emerges. I belong to no race nor time. I am the eternal feminine with his string of V. Hey, Zora was on one. Hey, Zora was feeling herself. She was on one. I know the ladies loving this. The ladies like, yeah, you go, girl. You go. See the sisterhood. I know the ladies like the background. I know they like this. Hey, she said, I have no separate feelings about being an American citizen in color. I am merely a fragment of the great soul that surges within the boundaries. My country, right or wrong. My country, my naga. Right or wrong. My country, my naga. Sometimes I feel discriminated against, but it does not make me angry. It merely astonishes me. How can any deny themselves the pleasure of my company? It's beyond me. You know what I'm saying? But in the main, I feel like a brown bag of mucilage propped against a wall in company with other bags, white, red, and yellow. Pour out the contents, and there is discovered a jumble of small things, priceless and worthless. A first water diamond, an empty spool, bits of broken glass, lengths of string, a key to a door long since crumbled away, a rusty knife blade, old shoes saved for a road that never was and never will be, a nail bent under the weight of things too heavy for any nail, a dried flower or two, still a little fragrant. In your hand is the brown bag, on the ground before you is the jungle. It held so much like the jungle in the bags. Could they be emptied? That all might be dumped in a single heap, and the bags refilled without altering the content of any greatly. A bit of colored glass, more or less, would not matter. Perhaps that is how the great stuffer of bags filled them in the first place. Who knows? 1928. So Zora Hurston, Monaga, salute tribe up. It's just the intro. Hey, Sammy, like that. I see you laughing, Sammy. Sammy, like that. Hey. Zora was on one. Zora was feeling herself. And see, I say, let's see, Ancestor, Monaga, they tell you that not one time did she call herself an African, a Pan-African, or anything. She said, my country stood up for her land, and she respected her ancestors who lived and died for racism and slavery down in Eatonville, in Jacksonville, Florida, Monaga. Like we looking at this Naga, we ain't forgot what we own, y'all. Editing history, Monaga. American racism. She say Nagas ain't. She say white folks ain't never been through this town. They ain't never been here. Kiki 305 in the house. Tribe up, salute. Tribe up. Yeah, she was cooking, Kiki. She was cooking, so hey, she was cooking. I had to pop off. I said, ooh, when I stumbled on this one, I stumbled on this a while back, and I got a lot of research I got. Sometimes I got to go through my folders, man, and I try to pull out strategic stuff that go with the times, my Naga, and I was like, this is perfect. Zora Neale, my Naga, and we talking about editing history. They want to call you an African American, my Naga. Here you is on the Kodaks holding the cross. Dune Diverses 1452, my Naga. And I put Dune Diverses on there for a reason. Y'all know what Dune Diverses is, right? The Papa Bull, my Naga, why they came over here in the first place, why the punk ass Pope sent their ass over here in the first place. The subdue you, my Naga. Let's remember. Dune Diverses. Let's remember, just for the sake of anybody who knew that's here. Salute to the new people. The content of Dune Diverse right here. Let's see. Now let's pull up the actual bull. I don't want to pull up what no Wikipedia author think they meant. We pull up the bull ourselves. We ain't trying to let them say they assuming this and that. Nope. Doctrine of discovery. Let's just put it up like this then. The Papa Bull, Dune Diverses. Dune Diverses, my Naga. This is your doom, my Naga. 1452. And then they end up coming here in 1492. What the coincidence? 40 years later, they here now. Pope Nicholas V issued the Papa Bull. The Pope, my Naga, Dune Diverses on June 18 of 1452. Let's get to it. We weighing all and singular the premises with due meditation, and noting that since we have formally by other letters of ours granted among other things free and ample faculty to the aforesaid King Alfonso to invade, search out, capture, vanquish, and subdue all Saracens. They talking in America, my Naga. They talking about the New World. That's one more time. They wearing all singular premises to invade, search out, capture, vanquish, and subdue all Saracens and pagans. They call you a Saracen and a pagan, my Naga. In America, Dune Diverse, and we're looking at the Mexican Codex with the Naga getting hung, holding the cross. It says, subdue all the pagans in America, subdue all the Indians. And we go right here, the Pleasures of the Smoke, my Naga. Pleasures of the Smoke. Black Virginians in London's Georgia tobacco shops where they talking about all this getting the tobacco from the Indians, right? They're making tobacco Indians, and they got this white man from Europe sitting right here, looking at a Naga right here. You gonna swear he an African slave, but right down there it tell you right down here, only a few written accounts of tobacco hinted at the physical dominance of Atlantic people in England tobacco plantations. A 1716 poem on tobacco's linked Bacchus' discovery and consumption of tobacco with his ability to subdue the Indians. Subdue the Indians. Bacchus is trying to subdue you, my Naga. 1452 Papa Bull. Subdue and enslave the Indians, not Africans, my Naga, to invade America, search out America, capture every Naga you see, vanquish them, and subdue them. Subdue those Nagas, take the tobacco and all. You can connect the dots and see it. The Indian is you, feathers or not, the nappy-headed Naga. He ain't even got a feather on, he got a cloth on. They talking about how he physically dominant and how they want to subdue the Indian. They ain't say nothing about the African. Subdue, enslave. Doom diverses. Man, I mean, it's so simple at this point, man. It's so simple that anybody going against this is out of their mind. If you want to know where this Mexican Codex picture come from, man, well, here it is. It's the Codex Teleferron. I just had told y'all. In Mexico, reminisce. You Nagas been here and they got the nerve to call the image of an African, man. Stop playing. Image of an African. These like modern day liars. And they talking about smart history. Ain't nothing smart about this. It's not an African. You know he a Naga, so you calling him an African. You know they all Nagas. And he got hung in court. I don't know what he was worshiping Zeus, my Naga. I don't know what he was doing. He's holding the cross though. I don't know. He's on some Doom Diverses. The other Nagas hung him. The other Nagas hung him. This ain't from Africa. A dark-skinned figure holding the cross. Man, I don't gotta read all that. This from the text. This from the Aztec, the Mayan, Teleferro, my Naga. This is in Mexico. This is official. And this ain't the only one, my Naga. It's loaded. It's loaded with you Nagas. That's why in Mexico, they know who the real Nagas is. In Mexico, they know who you Nagas is. That's why I be getting ignorant with people sometimes when they be questioning and challenging this. Y'all see why I go to roasting and getting stupid, cause they not any competition. Anybody going to get Dr. Umar, nobody's competition for this, man. Ain't nobody. Dr. Umar just get on there and just talk junk. He don't never come up with no facts, no sources on nothing he talking about. He don't never showed you how you came from Zimbabwe. We got all the sources over here. He has none. People think that's the only one, man. You out your mind if you think that's the only one. It's Nagas all over. This is a stronghold of the Nagas. They choose to show you what codex they want to show you. Nagas is all over the codex. You think that's the only one? You got to be crazy. Nagas all over the codex. This around the time YouTube started to jam up my computer too. I know this YouTube. I got some more features of the Naga all over the codex, man. Like they wanna, like a lot of these. I'm not even so sure how they ain't even whitewash a lot of this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? These folks, I don't trust anything that they saying. Like they done lied to me one time. That was it. I don't believe nothing they say. I'm saying, I look for myself. Anything they say, I say, okay, let me see for myself. I don't need you to tell me. That's just how I am, man. I ain't fucking with these people like that. I know they liars. I know their history is lies. I know all that. I don't trust Nagas that's going along with them. Cause like if you agreeing with the Ku Klux Klan, you can't be my friend. You talking about we came from Africa. You must don't know about this. You must don't know about what Nagas was doing over here. When Europeans came over here, you don't know about that, the Teleferro, the Mexican. You don't know nothing about this stuff. You don't know what the real ones was doing. You talking about you from Zimbabwe because Dr. Umar said something. You crazy. You don't know who the real Jaguar warriors was. You see this stuff and you think these is the truth. They hiding the Naga from you. You want to see what the truth is. You want to see who was getting effed up in America. You want to find out? That's Blackjack. But every one of their lies, I can show you 10 times the truth. And see, and even some of these, like y'all understand, it's stories of them Europeans coming over here and rewriting the codexes, redrawing it, then repainting them white. Then they gonna tell you, oh, we painted ourselves black. Look it up. You don't believe me? They came in trying to redo it. We gonna rewrite it for them. Man, what y'all rewriting our stuff for? Y'all trying to hide stuff. You trying to hide the Nagas. Now he got a white face all of a sudden. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I see light brown and dark brown. I see one Naga. That's why I say I don't let people make my conclusions for me. I see a black ass Naga, then I see a Naga that's possibly lighter, or somebody did some white out work. So they all over the place though. Like but it's so funny though. If you type in the codex, they will not show you the black. You gotta know what to look for to pull up the real deal. It's like all them Jaguar warriors hanging them white folks, hanging and beheading them. Jaguar warriors hanging and beheading them. Then they're gonna show you a white. They're gonna try to show you a white Jaguar warrior. That's why it don't matter if we can talk about what our grandma told us. We could talk about modern day people. We can go way back before the man got here. It's the Naga, whether you know it or not. It's the Naga. It don't matter where you could talk about the Seminoles. You could talk about Opachutli. It don't matter. You talk about Opachutli. They want to call them an African. The man that invented the damn fishing rod. Opachutli. You know what I'm saying? Straight up Nagas. Oh, he an African now because you know he a Naga. You want to call him an African. You ain't calling none of these other people Africans that are showing up. You want to call him a real one. Then you want to see, like, I don't trust these other ones because them folks got their hand on our scripts. They stole our stuff, tried to tell you from Africa. At the end, they whitewashing everything else. We know. We looked at all the allegories. They done whitewashed. That's why I always say stronghold of the Nagas. That's why I always be on that because, like, they done did everything to eliminate us. So they done made it me they arch enemy. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna eliminate us. I do every effort to eliminate y'all, even if it's literally. You know what I'm saying? Literally or just in philosophy. Because like we got the proof. We got one thing about us. One thing about so-called Black America, we actually got the proof of who we is. I can't say the same about everybody else who claiming to be us. I can't say the same about everybody else. Everybody else claiming to be American Indian. Some of them might got some proof, I guess you feel like. But out of everybody, without being on Dawes Roads, any of that goofy colonizer stuff, we got all the proof still saying it's us. How? Other Nagas ain't got no proof saying they African. Ain't got one ship. Ain't got one. A Naga found a bracelet and they say that's a shackle, came from a slave ship. Nigga, the Naga say, see, it ain't no slave ships, but we blackjack, but we do got this shackle right here. The Nagas will run with that. Nagas will run with that. Which is unbelievable to me because that just let me know the level of brainwash that a lot of people suffer. You know what I'm saying? That's all that let me know is the level of brainwashing a lot of people have suffered. You know what I'm saying? We all have suffered some. But I say, as you become adult, it's time childish things come to the end. You know what I'm saying? Childish things come to the end. Hey, Charles say I don't need nothing for man. This man been working on the school for 10 years. He gonna be on the school for 18 years. It's gonna be kids that went through kindergarten, 12th grade, and all graduated. He out here working a job somewhere. Umar still taking donations, talking about the school. Then like, Naga shouldn't support it if he ain't, cause Umar, you ain't showed us. Well, you have showed us actually what your curriculum will be about. Absolutely nothing. A bunch of Pan-African goofiness. You ain't even came out with a Shaka Zulu history or nothing. What is the kids that go, what is the young American Nagas, what is the young indigenous Nagas gonna learn from Dr. Umar school? How to be an African. Something he can't even teach himself. I might know more about African culture than Dr. Umar actually. Just because I don't talk much about it don't mean I don't know. But y'all gotta understand, I studied African culture before I studied indigenous American culture. Like most of us gonna have to do, because we getting force-fed African culture. You gotta be kind of different to get on what we on, and to take it on your own hands and go further with it. So I don't went further than where Umar going. This how I can kill them too, cause they don't know. It was one time I was more Pan-African than Umar, cause I ain't know no better. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of what my granddaddy done told me, this indoctrination and brainwash society still had me when I was a young black jack and not knowing. Then one day I just said, you know what, my granddaddy was talking this his Yamasee Indian stuff, digging deep in asking granddaddy questions. And I find out as I get older in my teenage and adult years and start learning more on my own that this whole Shaka Zulu thing is a lie. This was funny. The whole Shaka Zulu deal is a lie, man. They don't even look like. I mean, like I ain't with people that's claiming me that I ain't no kin to me. You know what I'm saying? First off, see, this why I be wilding sometimes, y'all. This why I be getting out of character. I know some people be like, dang, this knock a blackjack crazy. I get out of character. I'm a man. I can do whatever I want to. I got all rights to act good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I be posting stuff. I'm not the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I be posting stuff like this for a reason, man. Like see, man. Like, man. Everybody got their eyes closed. They see darkness. Oh, he African. Oh, she an African. Yeah, then I show you where it's from, though. Make a Naga bite their tongue. Make a fake Native American bite his tongue, right? This is why I be doing this, man. And then, like, one more thing I wanted to say about this real quick, man. Let me pull it up, man. I be effing with these people, man. We don't look like them, man. I refuse, man. Nobody, see, I ain't letting nobody who ain't kin to me claim me. I'm like that dude in the store that day on that short. I got people mad at me because I roasted the African in the store. I went off on them and clowned them in the store, and I loaded on the short. Your ugly ass ain't finna claim me, and I ain't kin to you. You can't force me to be your bro. I'm not your. You cannot force me to say I came from ugly ass people you came from, bro. I don't give a damn. You talking about brother and all this? Can't we all get along? If all that, Naga, you don't look this Naga. Look how this Naga. Look how our real brother looking. Like, bro, I know my kin people when I see them, bro. I can see right off a nigga facial faces. I can see a brother or sister. I can never met this brother or sister before. We can be across the world somewhere, and I can run into them. I can say, "Oh, yeah, that's one of us." I can say, but these other Nagas, no, bro. Ain't nobody in my eyes. Like, look how his eyes, the spread in between the eyes is different. The nose bridge is different. The whole fucking skull is different. The skin is not even the same. That's why I'm saying Nagas is so brainwashed, bro. This is a whole different race right here. This is not us. That's us right here. I know my brother when I see him, my Naga. I don't care what nobody say, man. I don't give a damn, man. I know how my people smell. No, I'm saying? I ain't saying other people funky or nothing, but I'm just saying, just like animals, people smell different. I'm just saying, man. When they be telling I Naga in the store talking about, you don't want to be black. I say, bitch, I'm not black. I was looking at him like this. When I clicked the camera on, I started going off. He was talking about my feathers. You don't want to accept who you are. I say, hey man, bro, you finna make me go out. We might whip your ass in this store for real. You ain't finna make me be part of you. Look, you ugly as fuck. You probably did come from a monkey. And then they got the nerve to say, well, you Nagas, the white man raped the slaves, man. And you look like the Naga. You look a little different because the white man. Bitch, we don't look like neither one of y'all. I'm finna get out of character now. We don't look like him mixed with him. We don't look like neither. We don't look like ugly mixed with ugly. Why we always look better than them? And no homo, no gayness, nothing like that, y'all. I'm just saying in general, our sisters look better than all the other women. If we get down to the bones of it, man. And the brethren, man, we look better than them, man. Come on now. I don't know we look better than them, man. I'm finna start getting real disrespectful because, like, I feel like people be disrespecting our ancestors, disrespecting Zora Neale, disrespecting my granddad. And then you gonna try to claim me, and you try to claim me, and I ain't claiming you. You can't, your ugly ass can't. You want to be so down with us? Y'all know we the coolest Nagas on the earth, cause we the Most High seed, we the Israelites, and now you want to talk about we is not y'all. Look at you. You got a Baphomet in you. Hey, And we talking about you black ape. Yeah, I'm cracking jokes now, y'all. Cause see, man, I'm starting to get to a point. Cause like I know so much about this history that like I'm not playing with these people. Oh, you try to claim us? Now I'm finna make you don't want. I'm finna roast you. I'm finna say F Africa. Y'all don't understand how the level I will go with some shit, man. Just to make people know, don't claim me, bro. Don't claim me. I don't even hate on Africa like this. But if you keep trying to claim us, claim with you, and talking about I got my feathers on and I'm hating myself, then bitch, F Africa, F Nigeria, F all of them, F y'all. I'm on that now. Y'all ops now. You see what I'm saying? Then if you turn around and ask him, okay, we come from y'all, then where Africans come from? He gonna turn around and see what he not gonna say. If you ask him where Africans come from, what he not gonna say is a monkey. Hey, salute original Skywalker in the house, salute. What this goofy motherfucker gonna tell you is Africans come from Africa. Well, bitch, we come from America. We don't come from where y'all come from. If I ask you where Africans come from, and your answer is just we come from Africa, we come from the dirt or however from a monkey, you ain't got no real explanation. You just say, well, we Africans, so we come from Africa. Bitch, it's the same for us. We is not y'all. We do not look like y'all. I hope you're watching. I don't care. You ain't gotta be my friend. I don't need help from Africans to help us beat the white people. Y'all can go back home for real. Y'all don't do nothing but open stores with stale ass Doritos and it be rats and shit. It be rat shit by the Doritos. I don't buy nothing at y'all stores. Y'all lucky I ain't got no kids cause my kids wouldn't be able to shop at y'all stores. Go home. Don't come over here talking about that I don't want to be black. Bitch, I'm not black. I'm not you. You can't force me to be you. You can't claim me with your ugly ass. You is not my brother. You is not my cousin. I don't care who don't like this. I really don't care, y'all. If y'all can't tell, I really don't care. I don't really care, y'all. That's why I be asking y'all to support me. I don't want them people to support me. I don't care about nobody. Can't we all? We need a pan coalition. No, we don't, Naga. Them Nagas ain't gonna help us. They over here trying to make money, selling your kids stale Doritos, Nagas. And looking like this, not the nerve. And when they do live over here, guess where they live? By them. He live by his real brethren, his neighbors that live close to him, over on the other side of the world. So of course, when they come over in America and Florida and open stores in our neighborhood, when they go home at night, they ain't living in Eatonville, Florida. They going what they passing through like the white people. And then when he talk to these people, he say, I'm not like them. These niggas lazy. You need give me a store. Give me a store, boss. Let me just run the store. They talk about us. I'm not like them. See those niggas, the kata. Meanwhile, more than half our people running around talking about they come from this. No, we don't, bro. No, we don't. No, we don't, bro. Stop it. Cut it out. Cut it out. Stop being lazy. Study for real. Stop accepting what you've been brainwashed and fed through movies and study history for real, my nigga. Cut it out. Cut it out. And it don't just stop there. These is not our kinfolk, y'all. Any nigga head shaped like this, he getting picked on by us. We ranking on him because we know he not. We inherently know. That's why when they go to school with us as kids, they being called African booty scratchers and they being called names because we know they not one of us. We know. We know. We know. Y'all don't look like us. You know what I'm saying? I don't care you talking about black. Look at this. Look at these phenotypes, man. Nah. Oh, I spelled Georgia wrong. Hold on. I skipped that, y'all. I'm tripping. Pull up just a random knock out of Georgia real quick. Alright. So we can start with our brother right here, Mar Aubrey. Mar Aubrey, you can tell he our brother. I can look at his cheek structure. I can look at the shape where his nose, especially right here in the middle, and the distance in his eyes. I can tell our brother when I see him. I can tell our brother. I can tell a Semite when I see one. We don't look like them. Look at Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker did not look like no African. That's the brethren. Y'all better cut this stuff out, man. That nigga there, he might look like that little funny head. Nah, he got the same pose. That might be his daddy. No, I'm playing. Let me stop. Let me stop playing. But you can see the phenotype, especially like the cheek structure. This, especially the nose and this distance between the nose. This is crucial right here, y'all. Whether you know it or not, in the archaeology and the skulls, when they be finding skulls of bodies, and they try to say, "Oh, what race was this person?" Oh, they say, "Oh, this is an American nigga, straight out of Georgia," or they say this is an African nigga out of Zimbabwe, or this is a white man, or this is an Asian man, or whatever. They look. It's these. Y'all don't understand. It's these symmetrical points on the skull, like the cheeks, the bridge between the eyes, the nose, and the shape, the portion of the forehead to the rest of the body. American brothers usually 35 to 40% forehead, and anywhere from I say 35 to 45% forehead, and anywhere from 55 to 65% lower. That's why your cheekbone a little slightly higher. You can look at these Virginia Nagas, man. We not the same as them. I don't care what people say. We ain't the same as them. Matter of fact, hey, come on, don't hijack right now. Phenotype, my nigga. I know the difference in the African and American naga. I'm talking about two completely different races, my naga. I done studied and looked close enough. I know. And of course, here we go. See, they already know who you is. That's why here they go with this again. I pull up Negro Virginia, and there they go. Say, hey man, Black Jack, you talking all this shit, but Becky been good to me. Hey man, I'm just talking shit, bro. It's a Becky somewhere in my family, man. Corks and curls. What's that? A race so different, ages and ages. I don't know, y'all. I just don't be accepting lies, y'all. I don't accept the Kunta Kinte lies. I be looking at our ancestors. All you niggas got pictures like this in y'all family and shit. You niggas got pictures like this. Old ass pictures that kind of yellowed out and all. Grandma and them around, pearls on. Granddad and them. You niggas got this. Free Negroes. I just want to touch down with y'all, man. I'm probably going to come back at y'all a little bit later today. I want to do a part 2 to that editing history, man. They just been editing history. I was been here. Yeah, we brought y'all from Africa. So yeah, we came over here with doing diverses. Man, I'm Black Jack, y'all. This House of Cons. Tribe up. We out. Peace.